Good morning. Today is the 21st of April. I feel hungover. I didn't drink. I didn't do drugs. I slept at my husband's house. He gave me a massage for my birthday, and you know what happened. So, now what? Am I ashamed? Am I mad at myself? Am I just dealing with the hangover? I'm just dealing with the hangover. It was a choice I made. It felt better than going home alone. I was exhausted and in pain because I had some muscle pain and stuff. And he was being kind and sweet and willing and able to do anything I asked him to. But just like a teenage boy who's willing to say all the right things and do all the right things and be that perfect guy so that he can get in the girl's pants, that doesn't mean that he's the person you want to be with for the rest of your life, right? I mean, seriously, if the teenage boy likes to, I don't know, kill animals or jerk off to children pornography, like, that's not the kind of guy you want to be with. And I'm not saying that's what Jim likes to do. I'm saying that when you're a teenage girl and you think you found the greatest guy because he does all the right things and says all the right things, but then you start to find out a little bit more about his personality, you start to find out that there are some behaviors that you probably want to stay away from, then you really do question whether or not you can handle some of these character flaws, right? So Jim's character flaws include jealousy, insecurity, possessiveness, obsession, controlling behaviors. All right. Let me tell you what happened last night. Yesterday I went to my mom's after I took the kids to their appointments. And then we went to dinner at Cracker Barrel and I had breakfast. I had I had French toast topped with peaches and whipped cream. And I had a little side of cheesy tater tots. I enjoyed my birthday dinner with my mom. And my mom and the kids and I all went to the dollar store and we got dollar candy so that we could sit in the theater and eat dollar candy cheaper than buying it at the theater, right? We went and saw a little Christian movie rated PG called The Girl Who Believes in Miracles. And it was a movie choice that I made because Brooklyn really seemed interested in watching it. And I would find that to be an interesting movie as well because I have been dabbling in this possibility that maybe I believe in God, or maybe I go back to church or something. I'm dabbling in it. I'm not 100% committed yet. And my daughter's interested, and I don't want to close off the possibility of God in her life if that's what she chooses. I call him the universe. That's where I'm at right now with it. So if she wants to watch a movie about God and my mom doesn't mind and my mom's paying for this movie and I'm interested as well. There wasn't really a whole lot of movie choices anyway. Thank you, COVID. It became this thing where I just was like, okay, let's go watch it. So we watch it. It wasn't the greatest production wise, but it's a cute little story. Like, you could tell that they really had a low budget for this movie. Anyways, I just saw a teacher right now walking down the street, and I know she's a teacher because she works also at the McDonald's drive-thru. And a couple years ago, I said something about liking her shirt, and I think it was an education shirt that she was wearing at McDonald's. And then she mentioned that she's a teacher full-time and she does the McDonald's part-time. And I've always just remembered her and thought about her because I'm like, wow, working 2 jobs. Wow, that's awesome, you know. Like, she's really making it, like, she's making it happen. She's hustling. She's doing what she's got to do, whatever her situation is. And I always thought about being a teacher and felt like Jim held me back from that because of how much it doesn't pay, you know. It's like, so anyways, what I'm saying about, that was a perfectly good dresser in the dumpster. Okay, what was I saying before that? I was saying, oh, so then after the movie, we get to the car, we're taking a selfie, and as we're taking a selfie, Matthew locks the keys in the car. Maybe that's where I'll slice that part in right here. Bye, Mama. Love you.
Mom. Bye, Mom.
What?
Mom.
What?
Who did it here? Oh.
Mandy, do the face. Do the face.
Matt, do the face.
Do the face, Matt. Oh, shoot. Here's the keys.
Who locked it?
Wait, here's the keys.
I don't have the keys.
Mom, grab my jacket. Grab my jacket. Should I run back? Matt, I'm gonna do it.
Matthew, drive.
Do you have my keys?
I
Matthew
see
has
the
it.
keys.
Matthew,
They're in the car.
how'd you lock it?
They're in the car? I thought
You didn't lock your keys in the car, did you?
Yes.
You didn't. Come on. What about the other side?
No.
Why would he lock it?
Matthew, how did you do that?
Oh no. I didn't even click the lock button.
Matthew locks the keys in the car, and my mom's kind of freaking out on him, but you know, she calms down because I tell her, Mom, worst case scenario, $50 for a coat hanger locksmith guy to come out and open the door, and then we have the keys because he locked the keys in the car. And she's like, oh, okay. My mom thought it was going to be like a $300 thing to get a new key and blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, I think Jim has a clicker. And all day yesterday, Jim was texting me all the reasons why he loves me. He gave me 40 for my 40th birthday. It was really sweet. And I also saw him yesterday morning, and we had a special moment. And I told him about my skydiving, and I told him about my Vegas trip, and he handled it rather well. So I was, of course, kind of confused all day about how I felt about him. But instead of worrying about the future or the past, I was just enjoying the moment, you know? So I'm on good terms with Jim after Matthew locks the keys in the car, and I call Jim. And Jim stops what he's doing, and he comes out to Harkins Theater, and he saves us from our locked key situation. You know, while we were waiting for Jim, we were walking around, the 3 of us, because my mom ended up leaving. And the 3 of us were walking around, just enjoying a little walk around the street, parking lot area, until Jim showed up. So I think right here at this point, I'll show you those pictures, and then I'll show you Jim arriving and, you know, unlocking the car. I'll show you that Marco Polo. Okay, so I'll show you that Marco Polo of me telling my mom that Jim made it. Okay, because my mom was gone. Because this is important. Look at my eyes, they look so weird. All right. Yay! Jim saved the day!
Wearing your dress?
Yeah, you like it?
A little short, isn't it?
Is it? You learned your lesson, bub?
Should not put keys in the cars when we went to take a picture?
Don't
There's not really any
take
lesson.
Mama's keys. Just keep them to Mom.
Yep, Matthew, the lesson was don't put cars on a key. Don't put cars on the keys, kids.
Yay, you're done. You got out of there. Yay.
Yep, Jim came and saved the day, and now we are driving. Yay! Love you. Thanks again. Bye. I was having such a pendulum go to gym sort of day that I knew if I didn't stay with my mom, I would have went to gym. So I'm glad that my mom did step up and do what she could. And she, even though she was reluctant about it and kind of bitter about it, she did her best to enjoy it as well. And we went to the movie, and then my son locked the keys in the car. And the moment my son locked the keys in the car, I'm still in a good mood. I'm still fine. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling grateful. I'm doing pretty good. My mom starts chewing him out and yelling at him, which I thought was different. She never does that. She never really yelled at me as a kid, but only a couple of times. And I'm like, Mom, it's fine. She's like, it's a $300 key, blah, blah, blah. And I go, who? What? She says, the locksmith. It'll charge $300 to open that door, make you a new key. I go, the locksmith just has to jimmy the lock with the coat hanger thing or whatever. It's only $50 or whatever, so it's fine, Mom. That's worst case scenario, but I'm going to call Jim. He probably has another clicker locker thing, right? And she allowed me to call him. She doesn't usually like allowing me to call Jim because she knows that's when I spiral into wanting him. She usually just picks up where... Anyways, what I'm trying to say is Jim did have a clicker. He was on his way. She left, and me and the kids started walking around and just being silly and goofy and waiting for Jim. And when Jim showed up, he, of course, couldn't help but mention something about the outfit that I was wearing. And that put me into a spiral of, what the... I thought you were trying to show me how wonderful you were. You reacted so well to me going to Vegas. You reacted so well to me having this skydiving experience. You reacted so well for me not wanting to hang out with you on my birthday and being a plan B option if I should need you. But the minute you see me in this dress, you can't hold your tongue and just tell me I look good or something. You have to make it all about what other people are thinking about my dress or what other people... My dress was cute. I didn't think there was a problem with it. He felt it was too short. He felt it was too sexy. He didn't say those words, but that's where his issue is. He can't stand that I wanted to feel cute on my birthday. I was working towards that anyway. I was falling apart the minute I put it on. I wasn't falling apart anymore. I felt good about myself, but I was falling apart about Jim just moments before I put that dress on. Especially because I wasn't going to see Jim that day. I told myself I wasn't going to see him, but because the keys got locked in the car, I started falling apart about me wearing the wrong dress and me upsetting him or him being right and me being wrong. And I was like, no. So I was having to stop the pendulum from going that direction. And I'm like, no. And then I'm like, I was in a good mood, Jim. And look what you're doing. This isn't okay. Why do you got to choose those words? Why do you got to choose even being bothered by stuff like that? And he apologized profusely up and down. He realized what he had done the minute he did it, and I wasn't recovered. I felt like this PTSD moment happening right before me. I couldn't tell if his comments were right or wrong. I wasn't sure anymore. I felt like he was gaslighting my experience, and I just feel like he was a jerk, and then he wasn't. He was all of a sudden wonderful. But because him and Brooklyn wanted to make me brownies with mint extract, they invited me over to Jim's house after the key incident. And so I was exhausted all of a sudden from bawling my eyes out and going down that pendulum road thing. And I show up at Jim's ready for brownies. I had a brownie. My body was aching. I was so tired. I did not feel like driving back to my place. And I opted for the massage that Jim offered. And I laid in Jim's bed on the night of my birthday. And I allowed him to massage me. And I fell asleep to his massage. Waking up the next morning with all kinds of hangover regret that I just fell for my addiction. I just allowed him to twist my brain into this cyclone that he does where I feel wrong, I feel confused, I feel like I don't know who I am, and that is part of my issue. That's part of my tornado. And I feel like I've been talking forever. I will talk to you later. Maybe later today, maybe later another time. Thanks again. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Love you.